Hey guys, it's Matt. It is Sunday, the 15th of November. I didn't do a video last week, mostly because I was repairing my laptop. One of the hinges busted and it was fucking up the inside of the laptop, so I had to crawl in there and use some glue and some aftermarket parts, as I like to call them, to put things back together. So it was a hardware problem, I guess. So that's good because I can fix that kind of stuff. Anyway, I figured I'd do a video today. It's not going to be a complete rundown of the last 2 weeks. I don't have screenshots of all my trades, and um, I just it's been a slow month, and I don't feel like going into detail on things would be really helpful for you or for me. I do make these videos mostly for myself because it gives me more screen time with the trades. Um, if you've read what's the book by the guy from is it SMB? Yeah, the guy from SMB, Mike something. Uh, and he's got a book. I think the playbook is what he talks about, like just getting more screen time with your trades. That's why you record video of your trading and watch it, and it's just spending more time with it that really lets everything sink in and lets you learn at a faster pace. Um, Similar to, I don't know, quarterbacks in the NFL that go watch game tape, right? Because you see the defense, you see it from a different perspective. Emotions and stuff like that are taken out of it. When you go back and rewatch your trades, you're not in the moment, and the stuff's there. So that's part of the reason I do these videos, is just for me to have my eyes on it again in a different way, in a different state of mind. But I just don't feel like like doing a hard review of the last 2 weeks is going to be helpful. So in other words, I'm not going to go day by day and just and go for the trades. This is what my month looks like. You can see it's about 50-50. Win days, loss days. It's only the first 2 weeks, so I'm up gross 30, 73, 86 there, which is, again, it's a slow month. Part of it is that there's really no A setup, so I'm trading with really small size. Let's look at this. You can see that my average winner is smaller than my average loser, which is not good. We want that to be at least 1-to-1 with the way that my style's been going. I've been around 1-to-1 in my best months, or I shouldn't say my best months, my average. I've been around 1-to-1 there, but a higher win rate, which is overall is treated me well. But I just thought there's one other thing I should probably show you guys that I don't have pulled up yet. I'll pull it up though. Okay, so you can see, so my winners a little smaller than my losers, and then my win rate is like 64% there, 65%. So average per share, I'm still up, but like I said, slow month. Again, I don't know. I keep saying I'm not going to go in detail, and then I go into detail. So let's just look at some trades. So this was on a 5-minute chart. This was something new that I was trying, and it got stopped out. It was a long trade on NIO, which, if you look at the daily chart on NIO, I'm probably the only person that didn't make money long. But it was something new that I might actually start taking some trades in the trading account, in the training account, the paper account that they give you at DAS. This is AppVo. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I missed this pop here out of the gate. Again, an A+ setup for me is that this pushes up to a good pre-market resistance level, or even pre-market high, and allows me to get short with some good size because there's a good risk reward there. Didn't pop at all, so basically just straight faded, and I had to wait for this pop, kind of grind back a little bit here to get short. So you can see I got short here and looks like I added to the position here. And then I covered here and here, which I think ended up being a profitable trade, but not great. Here's another one on APVO where I again couldn't really take something out of the gates because I didn't feel strong, like there wasn't a good short to pop there, or a good pop to short. And then got short here secondary a little later in the morning around 10 o'clock, and then took some profit there. So Here's SAVA, Sava. Traded the shit out of this one this day, I guess. So got short here and covered for profit there. And then same story here. I don't know if this was all one trade or if it was multiple trades. You can see it wasn't really cleanly traded. You know, I took a VWAP push here, but really could have waited for the pop above in hindsight. This wasn't a bad entry, but it looks like I didn't cover there. So I probably got a little messy through here, and then I think I ended up positive here with this last entry. And so most of this stuff is, you know, waiting for those pops and kind of doing some tape reading, but a little bit of the, all right, we're up against VWAP. I might actually end up taking VWAP and the 9 moving average off if I'm not, because I don't have a system that says, okay, every time it touches the VWAP, do a thing, you know. So it kind of almost clouds my judgment more than helps, I think, sometimes, because it doesn't, most things don't seem to react to it, at least all that well, all that consistently, I should say. Here's, let's see, this is ONCT. I don't remember this trade. Looks like we got long here for a bounce. Did I flip short here? What was going on here? Let's see if we can look this one up. This one's, I guess it doesn't really matter. What day was it? It was on the 5th. All right. Okay. Oh, I do remember. Okay, I remember this one now. All right, so yeah, so this one had halted on the way up. There was another stop, I think, our stock HOFV that halted as well. You can see then after the hop, after the halt resume, I was buying a dip here and here. I just didn't hold on to it long enough. You know, this really would have been a nice trade had I held through all this, right? But and then I got short here. That was actually a huge rule break. I'm not sure what I was doing there. I was maybe thinking it was going to double top here, but that's terrible. And then actually I ended up, I stopped out half and then re-added, which was pretty nice. And then I just didn't hold long enough. Just not having any convictions, mostly because I didn't have conviction on this because it was against my rules. This one was fine. I just didn't hold long enough. And had I held this long trade longer, and maybe started to get out up here, then probably got stopped out some on the wick back here, I probably wouldn't have ever needed to take a short trade. I would have been happy with my long, but COTY, I got chopped up on this one going short. And this is actually, I'm not upset about this because this is, other than I think COTY is a little higher float and maybe too high institutional ownership. This is kind of with my rules. You know, there was most likely a pre-market pivot here. This might have been pre-market high. It's hard to tell, but you know, shorting with that, that's kind of right in my wheelhouse. And honestly, it would have worked out had I maybe had a little more conviction or gotten a better ad here instead of this stop. I remember this trade. I remember thinking like, okay, I can stop here, then I can re-add up here, and it just never really, it didn't react like I thought it would. But you know, had I gotten a good secondary short entry up here, I probably would have been all right. Just didn't read the tape well. FPRX, yeah, I think I traded this one pretty well. So you can see I shorted here against this pivot, and then took a quick profit there. I think because I had gotten bitten on COTY, this is probably the day after or something. You can see, man, that would have been a very nice trade. I remember watching this thinking like, oh, okay, good. I got a few cents, and it could have been a few dollars. That's right. This FPRX had a lot of range, so I took this one because I took the profit here because I was nervous, to be honest. And then got a little more short action here, which was a pretty good read. Just again, maybe a little early here. I do tend to get a little early on things, which is a little bit of FOMO probably, if I'm being honest, right? That's, if you're early, it's probably FOMO. You think like, if I don't get in now, it might go without me. And then you get in too early because you get in here and then you take a little bit of profit, but it grinds back against you. And really the good trade would have been here against this pivot you already had drawn out, which acted as support through here, right? And now it's coming back up against it and acting as resistance, but you took a trade here, which kind of put yourself behind the 8 ball a little bit, because now up here, you're nervous because you're a little bit in the red. So anyway, T-Con, this is an end of the day trade. I don't remember this one. Got short here, covered here and here. Then I got short here and took losses. Looks like, I don't know. Solo, this was just the other day. We were looking for a long here. So got a pretty good entry here and a nice little scalp. And then thought, we didn't get the bounce we wanted here, so man, this 650, 670 area, we're gonna get a bounce, and it just didn't happen. That's okay. This is the kind of stuff that usually bounces pretty well. It'll give a nice washout, a good pullback to a support area, and then keep climbing for the rest of the day. But it just didn't work out. All right, so that's it for those. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to go over here. One thing I did do is, I remember that September was a really good month for me, so I did take a quick look at my September metrics there, and you can see, look at this. So the first 2 weeks, my average winner was twice my average loser, and I was at a 75% win rate. As you can see, it was just a much better month. The action was different back then. If anybody that was paying attention, I mean, small caps were cooking right around then, as far as I remember. And we can look at the whole month as well. And, and there it is. Remember, I said before that my average winner is usually about 1-to-1 with my average loser, but my win rate's pretty high. And September has been I think my best month yet, and it has actually by far. And so, I was 1-to-1 and 75%. So that's pretty nice. And then, we'll compare that once again to this month so far. I'm less than 1-to-1 and it's 64%. So again, part of it A+ setups, and that there aren't many A+ setups, and part of it is I'm just I'm sizing down because of that and just not trading well. So. All right, let's take a look at this. This is the back end report. Let's move that up a little. All right, whatever. Close enough. So you can see, even on average, I mean, my daily gross is pretty small, right? I think my biggest day, my biggest day gross is $83, which is that's pretty small. But you can see it when it all shakes out, $73 gross, and then commissions and fees, I'm netting $27, $28. So it's not a great start to the month. It's better than being down and having a huge drawdown by all means. I'm not like upset about it. I'm just kind of like, I feel like I'm sort of spinning my wheels here, but this is part of the game. I think you just go through lulls. So anyway, I don't think I have any more to talk about. So that's it. I'll probably do another video next week, just because the week after that, we got Thanksgiving coming up and all that. I'm not sure how the markets will be, but I don't know. We'll keep grinding away at it. Take care, guys.